Welcome to the Shifting Inward podcast, where we explore the mindset blocks that keep entrepreneurs stuck. Your mind is one of the most powerful tools at your disposal. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions drive your success. When you shift what's happening internally, everything externally starts to move. Hi, I'm Joe Rizk, and in this episode, we're discussing perfectionism. That relentless voice telling you it's not good enough, it's not ready, it needs more work. All right, let's get into it. So what is perfectionism? Perfectionism is the belief that your work needs to be flawless before you share it with the world. It's the voice that says it's not ready, just one more tweak, just one more edit. But here's the thing. Perfectionism isn't about having high standards. It's about fear disguised as quality control. The fear of being judged, the fear of failing, so you keep refining, not because it needs it, but because as long as it's still in progress, you're safe from criticism. And here's what perfectionism actually costs you: momentum. While you're polishing that sales page for the 10th time, someone else launched theirs, imperfect and all. And they're already getting feedback and making improvements while you're staying stuck editing. Perfectionism keeps you safe, but it also keeps you stuck. So how does it show up? What does perfectionism actually look like in your business? Maybe you've been working on the same offer, website, or content for weeks, and it's still not published. You keep finding things to fix, telling yourself you're being thorough, but really you're stalling. Maybe you spend hours crafting the perfect Instagram post, and then don't post it because it doesn't feel good enough. Or you rewrite your emails 5 times before sending them. Does that sound familiar? You record a video, you hate it, record it again and again and again until you're so exhausted you just don't even bother. Here's a big one. You don't launch because you're waiting for everything to be perfect first. The branding, the messaging, the systems, it all needs to be dialed in. But there's always something else that could be better, so you never launch. You stay in preparation mode indefinitely. Or maybe you do launch, but you apologize for it. I know this isn't perfect, but you're preemptively defending yourself against criticism that might not even come. And here's what happens over time. You become paralyzed. Every decision takes longer. You create less. You share less. You take fewer risks. And the worst part? Perfectionism robs you of the learning process. You can't improve something that doesn't exist yet. You can't get feedback on something you haven't shared. So why does this happen, and where does it come from? A lot of perfectionism starts in childhood. Maybe you grew up in an environment where mistakes weren't tolerated, where you were praised for being perfect, but then criticized when you fell short. So you learned that your value was tied to performance. For entrepreneurs, there's another layer. You're putting yourself out there in a visible way. Your work, your ideas, your face, it's all on display. And when you care deeply about what you're building, the stakes feel higher. There's also this cultural narrative that success should look polished. We see everyone's finished product on social media, that beautiful website, the perfect branding, the seamless launch. We don't see the messy first drafts or the failed attempts, so we assume that's what it's supposed to look like from the start. But here's the truth. Perfectionism isn't about excellence. It's about control. It's about trying to eliminate uncertainty and the possibility of failure. And here's what it's really protecting you from: vulnerability. Putting something out there means people might not like it. They might criticize it, and that feels terrifying. So perfectionism says, just keep working on it. But it's never safe enough. So let's reframe this. Perfectionism isn't a strength, it's a block. While you're waiting to be perfect, you're not serving anyone. You're not building anything, you're just staying stuck. Here's the shift. Progress beats perfection every single time. The entrepreneurs who succeed aren't the ones who wait until everything is flawless. They're the ones who launch messy, learn fast, and adjust as they go. They understand that feedback from real people is worth way more than endless internal tweaking. And here's another shift. Done is better than perfect. Done means you can learn from it. Done means you can improve it. Done means you're moving forward. Your first version doesn't have to be your best version. It just has to exist. And here's the deeper truth. People don't need perfect. They need real. They need authentic. They need helpful. When you show up imperfectly and still deliver value, you build trust. You show people you're human, that you're learning, that you're willing to be seen even when it's uncomfortable. That's way more compelling than polished perfection. So stop asking, is this good enough? And start asking, is this helpful? If the answer is yes, then it's ready. So how do you overcome perfectionism? And how do you actually move past it? First, set a deadline and stick to it. Perfectionism thrives in open-ended timelines. So give yourself a hard deadline. Tell someone about it. And when that deadline hits, you publish, even if it feels 80% ready. Because 80% done and out into the world is better than 100% perfect and hidden. Second, lower the bar intentionally. Give yourself permission to create something that's simply good, not groundbreaking, not flawless, just useful. The goal is to break the perfectionism cycle and prove to yourself that imperfect work can still be valuable. Third, separate creation from editing. When you're creating, don't edit at the same time. Just get it out. Let it be messy. You can refine it later. Create first, edit later. Fourth, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? You post something imperfect, someone criticizes it, and then what? You learn, you adjust, you keep going. The worst case scenario is rarely as bad as your perfectionism makes it seem. And finally, remind yourself, you're not going to get it right the first time, and that's okay. It's totally normal. Every successful entrepreneur has launched things that have flopped. The difference is they don't let perfectionism stop them from trying. They launched, they learned, and they kept going. Perfectionism will tell you to wait, but progress happens when you move anyway, so choose progress. If this resonated, drop a comment and share your story. Have you struggled with perfectionism in your business? What helped you push through it? I'd love to hear about it. And I invite you to join our free school community to connect with other entrepreneurs who are breaking through mindset blocks and supporting and celebrating each other's growth. Link in the description. I'm Joe, and I help entrepreneurs shift inward so they can move forward. See you next time.